Welcome to the MLS Review Show. Soccer, as in life, is full of change. Blockbuster trades lead to changes in scenery. New signings lead to changes in fortune. And renewed rivalries lead to changes in power. The MLS Review Show starts now. As the summer transfer window approaches, clubs were busy making moves. Several players were on the move, but none was bigger than Dero being shipped to D.C. for Dax McCarty. The four-time MLS Cup champ was surprised by the move, but ready to produce for the exciting United offense. News also came of a double DP signing north of the border. Toronto added some firepower with Torsten Frings and Danny Koevermans joining the struggling Reds. Surely even more names would be joining the MLS ranks soon. The Canadian rivalry was in full force this week as Toronto and Vancouver faced off twice. On Wednesday's league match, Toronto was out for revenge after an embarrassing 4-2 loss in the season opener. Vancouver, on the other hand, was looking to the future. Resting several key players out of Saturday's Neutralite Canadian Championship produced expected results as Toronto's Nick Soolsma converted a PK to take the match 1-0. When the two teams faced off again Saturday afternoon, there was a place in the CONCACAF Champions League on the line. Earlier this year, the teams had played to a 1-1 draw in Vancouver. This gave Toronto an away goal edge heading into the second leg. The Canadians had attempted to decide their champion back in May, but severe weather canceled the match after Vancouver had taken the lead. And this match seemed to start where the last left off. A Camilo goal in the first half gave Vancouver the edge. Toronto appeared to have equalized just before halftime, but the linesman ruled that Jay Demerit had cleared it in time. The Reds would get some revenge in the second half. Joao Plata was taken down in the penalty area and converted his PK to even the score. 10 minutes later, Mikhail Yurasovsky slotted home the game winner, leading Toronto to their third straight Neutralite Canadian Championship and a place in the CONCACAF Champions League. Coming up on the MLS Review Show, DC United show off their new acquisitions against Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Charlie Davies with DC United, and you're listening to Extra Time Radio.
The Extra Time Radio podcast comes out every Monday and Thursday on iTunes and Buzzsprout. You can also listen to each episode at MLSsoccer.com/extratime.
We're a soccer podcast.
And I have no friends.
I like to tie my shoes.
Well, we'll get back to some women's evening wear talk.
You guys are too old. It's only for 8-year-old boys.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, this is your tweet of the week.
Janino's not going to win a game for you.
They're a sign of the apocalypse.
That's why he's here.
Fans, we want to hear from you. You're encouraged to email extratime at MLSsoccer.com or tweet at Extra Time Radio with any comments, questions, or reactions.
Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Columbus looked to prove their mettle against a hot Dallas side. But first, Dero makes his DC United debut. When Philly began their preparations to face East Coast rivals DC United, Peter Novak's side wasn't planning for Dwayne De Rosario. The Union were first in the East and confident in their ability to finish off games. But unit cohesion would be tested against DC. Sebastian Letou aired his frustrations with positioning and revealed his preferred strike partner. Novak didn't want to mess with a dynamic that had his side top of the table, allowing the Frenchman's comments to slide. DC United didn't have much time to gel with their new recruits, but five-time All-Stars tend to fit in wherever they want. With added bite to their midfield, Charlie Davies and Josh Wolf were excited for the possibilities. But the player who could benefit most from the attention Dwayne De Rosario would attract was Chris Pontius. The young attacker had shown what he could do with a little space, so he was hoping the new acquisition could provide him a little more. On the call at RFK Stadium were JP Delacamera and Kyle Martino.
Philadelphia and DC up the middle. Bawanga for Matt on the outside. The cross Not cleared out. The two from Mwanga, the shot. What a save from Hamid.
Quick snapshot, great layoff, but look at this save from Hamid.
Long ball inside. No call there. Quick shot taken. Mondragon equalized. The save from Hamid at the other end. A corner here. Did Mondragon hit his head on the post as he made that save?
Look at this technique from Pontius. Rips this near post, and you can see Mondragon as he extends to make this save. Just clips his head on the post right there.
Taken away. Paunovic. Ruiz back to Paunovic. Look at that early ball. Sebastian Letou has to step on the defense. In the box. Letou missed the net. Still looking for the game's first goal. Late stages, first half. Dero cutting it across. There's the first goal.
Look at him take his time, picks his head up. Carroll knows that he's got the skill to beat him, so just tries to slow him down. Josh Wolf in the perfect area, and Dwayne De Rosario, right when the double team comes, splits them, puts it right on a platter for Wolf.
Paunovic, the cross is deflected. He gets it right back. Paunovic, nobody picked him up. He sent it across, and there it goes in.
No one gets pressure on that, and
it's an own goal.
Pigeon comes in to clear this. And the pressure is there from Letou, but go in with your head to clear this out. Tries to jump, also tries to go with his right foot instead of his left.
That's De Rosario. The turn. Pontius. Off Mondragon, off the post. Cleared away.
Great interchanging at the top of the box. Perfectly paced ball in for Pontius. Mondragon gets down, makes this save, just hits off that post.
Good ball up the middle. Sims. De Rosario, 58th minute, a 1-1 game. Nahar. He'll have a go from distance, and he scores! 2-1 DC.
Well, Nahar finds some space, little nutmeg right in the middle, but look at how much space he has to dribble in and fires this one right outside the 18, catches everything. Takes a touch, takes another, looks up, no pressure, lets rip, and what a beautiful strike.
Mapp kept it alive. Letou gets the return. A curling ball in the head. Just missed. The Carroll pass for Letou. Slides it in, waits with an angle, played it across, and there's the game-tying goal. Carlos Ruiz from Williams.
Watch him, he takes his eye off the defender for 1 second, but look at that run, the ball perfect, and good finish from Ruiz. You saw the whole thing building up, but I said it at the beginning of the game, outside backs for Philadelphia Union have to factor in if they want to win this game.
De Rosario. It's one guy you still have to watch. Stoppage time, but that's going to do it. And probably a just result tonight, Kyle. It ends up 2-2.
Yeah, just result. Good performance from both teams.
Dallas went into Saturday's match on a tear. Losing only one since April, Shellis Hindman's men were finding ways to win even with constantly changing pieces. With young striker Fabian Castillo in camp with the Colombian U20 team, more weight would fall on the shoulders of Breck Shea, who continued to be a handful for opponents. Columbus would need to stop Shea if they hoped to get their second straight road win. But a Crew side that was getting results on the backs of opponents' mistakes would need to create against a solid Dallas defense. That spark would need to come from rookie Bernardo Anor and Andres Mendoza. The team's DP had a tumultuous start to the season, but had found his form with 6 goals in 6 matches. Bobby Ryan and Steve Jolly were on hand at Pizza Hut Park.
There's a look at Andres Mendoza. You see his left wrist is wrapped, a broken wrist. Well, the lucky coin toss tonight is brought to you by The River by WinStar World Casino. We're underway here at Pizza Hut Park. Well, Heineman scored his first goal of his Major League Soccer career last week against the Colorado Rapids. That was the 4th goal of the game. He scored in the 57th minute, a ball over the top. Jackson in a foot race with Hesmer, who juggles the ball. And as the linesman has raised his flag at the far side.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep a look at that. You see the linesman in a perfect position. A little bit of a question, though.
Well, you can tweet your soccer questions now using #FCDTV. We'll pick a couple of those questions. Mendoza's broken free and clear. Lloyd competes. Big save from Kevin Hartman.
Ugo Himelu struggling a little bit with Mendoza, missing the ball a little bit. Zach Lloyd coming in, applying some pressure. Mendoza still gets the shot off.
Good pressure being applied here by FC Dallas in the 32nd minute. Beautiful diagonal ball. It's found Shea. He's all alone. Isolation. He loves these positions. The strike of Shea. Parried away by Hesmer. And it's fallen directly to Alexander. Good play again. Shea involved.
Well, it all started with Jair Benitez. A good service out wide to Breck Shea. Breck Shea creating some space for himself. A good shot. Hesmer with the save.
It's cut out. John to Shea. On the preferred left foot, Breck Shea.
He does things right. And I think he's at that stage now where, he can put himself very, very easily into the All-Star team or even into the States. Playing great soccer.
Well, there it is, the man of the moment. Shellis Hyman just told us. It's loose at the back from the Columbus Crew. And now for the 4th consecutive match, Breck Shea has finished things in the final third for FC Dallas. Well, FC Dallas versus the New York Red Bulls or Barcelona versus Club America. We'll get to in a moment here. As Jackson is broken behind the Dallas backline. Breck Shea. Shea was nearly able to find the second here.
Well, Jackson time and time again so committed to getting for it. And you can see here trying to get Breck Shea on top of the 6-yard box. A little bit behind him.
Now it's found Ricardo Villar. He's picked out Breck Shea. He's isolated. And chose Marvin Chavez.
Talked about the absence of...
What a ball from Jacobson. It's found Jackson. So cool to lift it over Hesmer.
What an incredible distribution out of the midfield. Finding the space, allowing Jackson to get behind Danny O'Rourke, and so calm and collected.
Jackson is through the legs of Andy Iro. Now keep in mind, Iro has a yellow card already due to a very similar position. And there's the second. And the red card has now been shown to Andy Iro.
Created a lot of opportunities for the team, just in terms of just creating some more space and taking advantage of it and allowing them to get this big 2-0 win tonight.
Well, it's an Independence Day weekend here at Pizza Hut Park. The man that has provided some fireworks here. Breck Shea, the Budweiser man of the match.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Chivas USA start their homestand against Chicago. Every week, MLSsoccer.com provides you the opportunity to select the Goal of the Week winner. You can choose between the 5 nominees directly on MLSsoccer.com on the AT&T Goal of the Week page. You can also send in your vote by texting the corresponding goal to code 22442. Winners are announced every Friday, so make sure you vote early and often, keeping in mind polls close at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on Thursdays. Winners so far include Juan Agudelo of the New York Red Bulls, Javier Martina from Toronto FC, and O'Brien White of the Seattle Sounders.